Hi all, this is Bhadraj. I'm studying BTech first year CSC A section. Today I'm solving a question problem through programming for problem solving using C. Let's see the question. This is a question. Uh, Limo is planning to set up a secure password for his Code Limon account. For a password to be secure, the following conditions should be satisfied. The first condition is password must contain at least one lowercase letter, that is a to small z. Second condition is password must contain at least one uppercase letter, that is capital A to capital Z, strictly inside the strictly inside. That is not as a first or the last character. The third condition is password must contain at least one digit, that is 0 to 9, strictly inside. The fourth condition, password must contain at least one special character from the set, strictly inside. Item password must be at least 10 characters in a length, but it can be longer. Lemo has generated several strings and now want to check whether passwords are secure based on the above conditions. Please help Lemon doing this. So now we are first we will see the conditions. The condition is password must contain at least one lowercase letter, that is A to Z, small a to Z. And second condition is password must contain at least one uppercase, that is capital A to capital Z, strictly inside. That means not the first letter capital and not the last letter be capital. And the third condition is password must contain at least one digit, that is 0 to 9, strictly inside. And fourth condition is password must contain at least one special character. That means at the rate, hash, percentile, ampersandile, question mark, in strictly inside, uh, not the first letter and not the last letter. And the last condition is password must contain 10 characters in a length, but not but it can be longer, 10 or 10 greater than 10. Now we will see the code format. The code format, the first line will contain t, that is number of test cases. Then the test cases follow. Each test case contains one single line of input, that is string. Now we will see the program. The first line contains hash include stdio.h. That means that is mean uh, the first line means that is a header file, and stdio.h means standard input output dot header files. That means it defines course input and output functions. The second line hash include string.h, that means define strings handling functions. In this program we are using so many conditions, that for loop, while loop, and if condition, if else condition. First I want to tell the uh, if else statement in C. The if else statements in C used to perform the operation based on the some specific condition. The operations specified in a if block are executed if and only if the given condition is true. There are some variants of if statements in C program. That is, there are if statement, if else statement, if else, if statement, and nested if. In this program, we are using only if statements. First of all, if statement means the if statement is used to check some given condition and perform some operation depending upon the correctness of the condition. It is mostly used in the where we need to perform the different operations from the different condition. The syntax of the if condition is given. This is a if condition. If the password is greater than a, and if the password is less than small z, and it flag will be increment. This is the if condition. If this condition is fail, and if we go to else part, next part. Now we will discuss our if else statement. The if else statement is used to perform two operations for a single condition. The if else statement is an expectation to the if statement using which we can perform two different operations, that is One is for the correction of the condition and another is for the incorrection of the condition. Here you must notice that if and else block cannot be executed simultaneously. Using if else statements is always performable since it always invokes an otherwise condition and a case with every if condition. The syntax of the if statement is now we will see in this program we are using if elif statement. Now what is if elif statement? The if elif ladder statement is the extension to the if else statement. It is used in the where there are multiple cases to be performed for different conditions. In if elif ladder statement, if a condition is true, then the statement defined in the if block will be executed. Otherwise, if some other conditions is true, then the statement defined in the else if block will be executed. At the last, if none of the conditions is true, then the statement defined in the else block will be executed. There are multiple else if blocks possible. It is a similar to the switch case statement where the default is executed instead of else block. If none of now we will discuss about for loop and while loop. In this program, we are using two loops. That is, first we will use while loop. In while loop, we are using for loop. First of all, what is loop? In programming, a loop is used to repeat a block of code until the specified condition is met. C programming have three types of loops. There are for loop, while loop, do while loop. In this program, we are only using two loops. That is while loop and for loop. Depending on the position of the control statement, a loop is classified either as entry collector or exit collector. In the entry collector loop, the condition is checked before starting execution of the loop. If the condition is checked before starting execution of the loop, if the condition is not true before starting the loop, the code of loop will not be executed. In an exit control loop, the condition is checked after executing the code of the loop. If the condition is not true before starting the loop, the code of the loop will be executed one time anyway because the test condition occurs after the statement. For loop is an entry control statement and while loop also an entry collector statement. But do while loop is an exit control statement. The syntax for loop is for we are using here for int I. We are declaring I equal to 0 and then we checking the condition and then we are going to increment. This is a condition for while loop. Syntax for while loop. So for loop. Now the syntax for while loop is only test case. If test case satisfy until satisfy the loop is repeat. When test case is not satisfied, the program will come out from the loop. Intimate. Every C program, the program will starts from header file and then next main. Main is the main in C program. First we are declaring a test cases int t, that is test cases. Then we are printing a printf enter number of test cases. Test cases mean uh, how many we want to satisfy the cases. Then we are storing test cases in t. The ampersand means percentage d comma ampersand address. There is an address. Then we are entering into while loop while t minus minus because we are decreasing, we are cutting a single letters. Now character of pwd. Pwd means password. Character password 21. I am taking this array 21, size of array 21. Now into flag equal to 0 and flag 2 equal to 0, flag 3 equal to 0, and flag 4 equal to 0. I am declaring this flag initially 0 because we want to increment, check the whether flag 0 equal flag. First flag is declared like lowercase, flag 2 is declared uppercase, flag 3 is for digits, flag 4 is for special characters. Now we will enter in a program, the printer enter password. We need to enter a password and we are storing the password in PWD. Here ampersand I missed. Okay. Now int L equal to strength length of password. The strength length is a method to use uh, check the length of the string length. It's used to check the length of the string. Now we are entering a for loop. First we are declaring I equal to 0 initially and I is less than L. The L is our password length is less than I and I plus plus. We are entering a loop. We are taking if power I is greater than small a and power I is less than z, small z, then flag will be increment. Then flag will be increment. Now for int equal to for int I equal to 0. In this case, we are taking I equal to 1 because in previous case we are taking I equal to 0 because we don't need a first letter as a capital letter. That is why we are taking that. In this I equal to 1 and I is less than L minus 1, length of the string minus 1 and I plus plus. Then here if condition, if power of I is greater than I and power of I is less than Z, then flag to be increase plus plus. If the password is capital A and under capital Z, the flag will be increased. In case it not, it will it goes into a else if password is greater than 0 and password is less than 9, the flag 3 be increment. Now if these conditions are not satisfied, then it goes to else if the password is equal to your flag 3 is an increment and then else if a password is equal to at the rate or these two slashes are denoted as or if password I is equal to slash or if password I equal to percentage or if password I is ampersand, sorry, if percent I equal to address or if percent I equal to question mark, then flag 4 be increment. These are the special symbols, then flag 4 be increment. Now we'll see the condition if flag greater than 0, if flag 2 is greater than 0, if flag 3 is greater than 0, and flag 4 is greater than 0, and strength of the password is greater than 0. Why we are taking greater than 0? Because the condition in the question we are given capital letters should be this flag denotes capital letter, small letter. This flag 2 is denote capital letter. This flag is 3 is denote digits. This flag is denoted as special symbols. The strength of length will be 10. Greater than 9 is 10. 10 or more than 10. We need at least one letter, small letter, and we need at least one capital letter, we need at least one digit, and we need at least one symbol. That's why we are taking this condition. If this condition is satisfied and you get the password is secure. Else, if the condition not satisfied, the given password is not secure, then return 0. Now we'll see the output. In the first test, in input 1, we will taking Bharat at that 1, 2, 3, small b. We are taking capital B. So the condition is not false. So condition is not satisfied. So the given password is not secure. In the second output, all cases are satisfied. We have some, we have one small letter, we have one capital letter in middle, and we have one special character in middle, and we have one number in middle, and we have some small letter also. So the given password is secure. Then see the third output. Uh, in this condition, we have only 9 letters. What is our condition? We have at least 10 or more than 10 letters. So the password is not secure. Once we will execute this program, I'm executing in Dove C++. This is a program. There is no errors. See, first enter the number of test cases. You will see 3 test cases first. First enter the password. First we will give some capital letter and one symbol and one number. Let's see. The password is not secure because uh, we are giving only 9 letters, and we could not end with numbers or symbols or capital letters. Now we'll see another password. See, this is the password is secure because we are giving small letter and capital letter in, not giving it start heading and ending. We are giving in the middle, and symbols also we are giving middle, and numbers also we are giving middle, and last letter is 5. Yes. We'll see another password. The password is not secure because we are giving capital letter in starting letter. We will see some other example, some other outputs. Now we'll see 5 test cases. The password is not secure because we are giving last letter as a capital letter. The condition is saying that don't give last letter and first letter as capital letter. Now, this is also not secure because uh, last letter has a at the rate. The special symbols are not satisfying last condition, last letter. This is also not secure because we are not taking dollar symbol in this program. Is also not secure because we are giving last letter as a percentile. Now you see the satisfied secure strong secure code. We are giving starting in small and middle alphabets, capital letters and symbols, and last small letter. We need to take 10 letters. Sorry. So we take one. The password is secure. We will see one more time the program. The first we are taking a header file, standard or input output, and then we're checking, we're reading test cases, number of test cases, and while we give 5, it will be decrease literally, and we're taking char password 21 characters in array. Uh, into flag 0, and we are taking initialization flags, flag 1, flag 1, flag 2, flag 3, flag 4, 0, and we are printing password, and we are storing in password in a pwd, and we're taking int length equal to string length of pvd, that is mean it check the length of the string. Sorry, extend the check the length of the string. Then we are taking for loop. Initially we are taking I equal to 0 because we don't need to get capital letter first. That is why if the password is greater than 9, password is less than 9 z, then flag will be increment. Then we are taking for another for loop, that is int I equal to 1, I is less than l minus I, and I plus plus. If power I greater than a and power I is less than z, then flag to increase. Else if power I, so password I, sorry, password I is greater than 0 and password I less than 9, flag 3 will increase. Else password I is equal to rate, or password I equal to hash, or password I is equal to percentile, password I equal to ampersand, and password I equal to question mark. It will be increased flag 4, and we'll see the condition if flag greater than 0 and flag 2 is greater than 0 and flag 3 is greater than 0 and flag 4 is greater than 0, and strength length of string length of password is greater than 9, then the password is secure, else the password is not secure. These are the th- three outputs. Thank you.